Down at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, Steven Cusumano joined alongside a good friend of ours in Somerset, a former fan favorite down there, and now a fan favorite currently with the New York Yankees. That's catcher Austin Wells. First and foremost, Austin, great catching up with you, and appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming down here and seeing us in Tampa.
Well, it's been a great time already, but it was also especially fun for us watching your success during September last year when you were called up to the big leagues alongside Jason Dominguez. How important were those at-bats to your success this season? And I know it was only a month, but having this time during big league spring training, how important will that be to what you have prepared for this year?
Yeah, I mean, just being able to go up there and get some experience and be around the team, I think that was huge for, just being able to construct a plan for the offseason to best prepare myself for this season, and then taking that into spring training and getting more experience with our pitching staff and getting to know guys even more. Just the overall experience has given me a lot of confidence to go into this spring, knowing that my abilities play at the big league level and that I'm going to be able to contribute to help the team win.
And you mentioned working with the pitching staff too. You had the opportunity to work with a lot of these guys on the big league roster last spring training, even during a few rehab starts, during your time in Somerset. How valuable is it to have that under your belt, just even if it's only a game or two, working with them to see how they call games, the types of situations where you might need to reciprocate what they're laying down as far as pitches go? And I know you said you like to call games. It's one of the favorite elements of catching for you. So how important is that to work with these guys?
Yeah, like you said, the rehab, like my first game catching Carlos was in Houston in my debut, but I had a few experiences with him in his rehab games, so that gave me a lot of confidence to go out there, have a good relationship with him, have a good flow, and be able to have success out there. Just being able to have such a deep system like the Yankees do, being able to go to places and have big league guys coming in and out of Somerset and other places to rehab, you get some of that experience before going up there, and I think that helps the relationship aspect of the clubhouse and the environment that we're trying to create a winning environment. So having those guys there, getting the experience to go and then be up there and play, it doesn't feel like that big of a difference, that big of a jump.
And on the catching side of things, too, a really talented group of catchers. I know you worked very closely with Trevi last spring, and even in the minor leagues, guys like Carlos Narvaez, Ben Rice, on down the list. And I asked you about this a couple months ago, but now that you've had a chance to work pretty consistently in the big leagues, how valuable is it to have that really sharp group of catchers and kind of an iron sharpens iron mentality for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think all the guys we had in camp could be in the big leagues with any other team, and I think that only is really helping, us to get better, all of us. And I think, like you said, iron sharpens iron, and we're going to be able to, push each other in a competitive environment, but also, be close friends and push each other in a positive way. So having a close group like we have is really special, and I don't think a lot of teams get to experience that.
And final thing, Austin, I mean, you've been a winner everywhere you've been. You were a winner in college at Arizona. With us in Somerset, you won a championship. You know what that winning chemistry is like. How valuable is it to learn how to win early in your career, and what makes you feel that this could be a team in New York that could bring a World Series back to the Bronx?
I think just going out and playing to win every game. I think if you don't lose that in the minor leagues and you don't fall into the trap of the lull of the midsummer games and just going through the motions, and you go out there every day to try to win, you're going to make not only yourself better, but everyone around you better. And I think that's what we had in 22 when we won. And, I think just trying to continue and carry that with me every stop that I go, everywhere that I'm at, trying to just win. And I think emphasizing winning and showing your teammates and coaches that you're here to win, only gives them more confidence in you as well.
Well, thank you so much for the time, Austin. That's Austin Wells, catcher for the New York Yankees, ready to win some games up in the big leagues this year for the team.